Welcome to Investigative Card Making, where we discover the creativity in you. Today, as you can see, I have Paper Pumpkin. Now, I just have the box right at the moment because inside I took everything out, and here it comes with this beautiful tissue that you can use for gift wrapping or whatever. I save them like crazy. I've got tons of them. But I wanted to share with you the insides, obviously. And I've taken everything apart and I put them in a little baggie that came with it. But here is the, oh, maybe we could borrow that box again. You see that okay? The stamp set that always comes with every Paper Pumpkin. I am such a huge fan of Paper Pumpkin. When I joined 6 years ago this month, that it came with, my upline told me about Paper Pumpkin because I asked, what do I start with? Because I mean, you know, the catalog is so overwhelming sometimes. So she told me to start with Paper Pumpkin, and I listened. So for 6 years, I've been gathering up Paper Pumpkin, and I've got a ton. Well, not a ton. I started in 2015, and I have a lot of stamps. And I could just go on and on and on about having just having stamps. And then I joined Stampin' Up! Like the day after I joined Paper Pumpkin. It was kind of funny. Anyway, so yeah, I did that, and I've been happy ever since. I'm telling you, it's just amazing. Paper Pumpkin. Stampin' Up! Is wonderful, and so is Paper Pumpkin. Now, I am not going to make the card today from Paper Pumpkin. I have a different idea I wanted to share with you, something that my sister and I were talking about. So let's get on with showing you what's in this month's Paper Pumpkin. That's May. We had, if you joined soon enough, you would have gotten this kit. And oh dear, I didn't tell you. The words in this Paper Pumpkin stamp set, oh dear, is ever, grandpa, dad, son, uncle, friend. You're the greatest of all time. You're the best. Now that's together. And you're the best. Brother, mother, all-star, a baseball bat, and a cap. I've seen some really cool cards made with this. And it's just amazing how creative you can be once you get an idea stuck in there. By watching videos or watching my video or someone else's or whatever. There's just so many creativity. You become very creative, and this is how we're going to find the creativity in yourself. Okay, now let me just set that aside. And I told you I took all the pieces apart. See, came with a baseball bat and some other things that I'm going to show you. It also comes with an advertisement for next month, which is June. So you need to get signed up by June 10th. Well, before June 10th, okay? Let's just say before June 10th, okay? If you wait till June 10th, you're still too late, I feel. Anyways, well, you can order on get it on June 10th, but why wait? Just go ahead and get it straight away as soon as you hear this. And it's going to be on Expressions and Colors, and it will be using I can think 2020 to 2022 in colors and 2021 to 2023 in colors that we just got. So that's going to be really cool. And they're all such wonderful colors. I didn't get my 2023s yet, but yeah, it's that procrastinating thing that I told you not to do. Okay, don't follow in my footsteps. And the neatest thing, they changed how the instructions are. I'm not much of a reader. It's a blessing if I read the Bible. But I do not like to read. And I didn't read the instructions. I never did. 6 years and I didn't read the instructions. I tried, but you know, yeah, I'm a picture person. Or someone showing me as they're doing it. So here's the outside. Now I'm going to have to turn it the other way so you can see the whole thing. Well, I reckon I'm going to have to go. There you go. Okay. So it shows you everything you need to do. And this little Dumaflachi right here is the block. And if it's your first time, you get a block. Okay. Oh, and bubblegum came with it, but I already ate it, so you can't see. You can't see that. So there's the rest of it. And then back here, again, it shows you everything that's in the kit. It shows you some other ideas. And this is using our circle dies with, you know, cutting these out. Now, I already cut this down, so I'll show you those pieces in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. So anyways, that's the instructions. What's next? Here's some envelopes. I think it makes 9 cards. Let me count. One of those. Yes, 9 cards. So I don't do that in English. So I just counted to myself, okay? 9 cards, 3 different designs. So here are the designs of your cards. Reason I haven't done it is because I cut the card bases down, because look at it, there's so much you can do with this. Oh my stars, I'm just like woohoo. Anyway, so I know, right? So there's your cards, and we showed you the stamp. We, meaning me and the mouse in my pocket, showed you the stamp set. Here's the block for this month. It's Knight of Navy. Okay, I'm gonna use that. I'm not gonna use that. Oh yes, I am. I decided to use that because, well, I was going to use my that thing that I can't remember the name of it. Here's some baseball thingies. I am not a baseball. I love baseball, softball, whatever it's called, but I don't know how to play. I've never played in my entire life, and I'm quite ancient. My kids say I'm ancient. So here's, I think this is like home plate or base plate, or I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. And then, you know, twine and some little rectangular thingies. Oopsie. Let's get them out of the way. Baseballs or softballs, whichever. I seriously do not know which the difference is. Some of these little doodads. Baseball bats. I know those. Those aren't hard. You see them in murder mysteries and everything else. Someone's killing somebody with a baseball bat. Oh my gosh. So, you know what kind of movies I like watching now, huh? Well, actually, I like watching the Christian ones, but sometimes there aren't many good ones. Anyways, there's baseball bats. More of those little square rectangle doodads. And here's a sentiment. All-Star. You get 3 of those. I thought you got 4. And then you get these guys. There's 3 of those. You're in a league of your own. Isn't that true? Sometimes, you know, you don't even have to have baseball for that. And then there's 3 of these, but as you saw, I cut one up. And these are the glue dots. Oh my stars. These are the glue dots, and these are the little, I call them gems, but they're, gravy. Yeah, they're those things. And then here's the piece that I cut up. Let me set that aside. And then dimensionals. I think that's about it, y'all. Okay, so we're going to make a card. And I'm going to tell you about the idea as we make the card, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and leave that right there. Now, my sister, well, let me tell you how I got this idea. Well, actually, that is how I got the idea. My sister and I were jibber-jawing on the phone. And let me preface however you say that word, preface this with, the Lord blessed me with 2 noticeable talents. I'm going to call my second one a talent too, because it is. I have been blessed with the ability to sing and play music. I play the guitar and the ukulele. I haven't picked up others. Well, I like percussion instruments like shakers, and I'm not really good at the drums because it uses two hands. And I'm okay with the keyboard, but I'm not really good at it to where I could accompaniment anybody. It's just like if I'm gonna figure out a song, I'll do it on a keyboard rather than my guitar or whatever. And sometimes I just go to the guitar and I sing. Okay, so that's one talent area, right? And then the Lord blessed me with the gift of gab. Did you know that that's a gift? It is. It's preachers use it every day. Oh dear, I'm sorry, preachers. But anyway, so my sister and I were jibber-jawing on the phone. And that's also a word for gift of gab, right? Okay, and we were talking about cards. And because I make the cards, and she likes me to make her cards and toss them out to her. Well, you know, send them. Okay, so we're talking about, you know, how we could bless somebody while we're out and about. And so I thought, well, I learned how to make some little teeny cards that are handoutable from a young lady in Stampin' Up, a fellow demonstrator. Her name is Dawn Griffith. And so I had been making her things, and I've been calling them appreciation cards. Now, those cards look like the ones I made from what she taught us on her video. Here's the box I made. My likeness, mine's, you know, my design, my own little doodad here. But she taught how to make it. And I believe there's 4 cards in here. Yep. There's cards and envelopes to go with each one of them, right? Oh, my stars and garters. That is, and here's another set I made. So I made a bunch of them, 4 at a time, right? Okay, well, I know that when I'm out and about, there's a lot of people out there. Did you know? There's like billions of people out in this world. In case you didn't know, in case you've been living under a rock like me lately, there's a lot of people out there, and you may want to say, it's another way of saying thank you. Thank you for your service. The person that is giving, you're out at a restaurant, and this is what I used to do. I used to call them tip cards. So what I used to do is I would write my little note on the inside. These are blank, just pretty and blank. Okay, and then my idea was I have a for you stamp, so I was going to say for you here, or if I knew her name, I'd put her name there. And then I'd put her tip inside. I'd thank her for her kindness and how she served us so well, and I'd stick it in there and leave it on the table. That's why we used to call them tip cards. We meaning me and my mouse in the pocket and my husband. So whenever I went out, I'd always take a box with me. But 4, okay? So each box holds 4 cards and envelopes. Well, then I had the bright idea of, I was going to show you, but I don't see it off the top of my little... Oh, yes, I do. Oh, my goodness. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. These containers this container is from the bubble gum. It's not bubble gum. It's, I can't think of the kind of gum, but you see it at Walmart, okay? And I don't know if you can find them anywhere else, but if you can, great. But Walmart, I got a bunch of these. And I started sticking, for protection, I'd stick these cards and box in there, and they're protected in my purse, right? I still do that. But I had a bright idea. I'd make the same cards. Let me pull out those cards again. We are going to get to the project. I'm sorry. And I can hold both. Oh, this one only has 2. But I can hold probably 2 stacks of those. So 8 cards and envelopes, okay, in here. I can have 8 cards and envelopes in one little container, and they're protected, and then I can be a blessing to somebody else. But you know what? There's so much yuckiness going out in there. I'm talking about things that don't, well, that are just mean, okay? And I don't do the mean thing. I don't watch the news very often. Maybe I'll glance at it, but no, not doing that. Because I don't need any more. I've got a lot of ickiness going on in my life. And not that I don't care about other people's lives. I do care. That's why I make cards. So that I can send out cards to bless somebody. If I know that someone's in a bad way, I'd like to encourage them. And that's why we're in this business. To do what we love and be able to bless other people. So what we were doing, we were talking about that, right? And I said, oh, I learned how to make some cards and envelopes from Don Griffith, and I'm going to start doing that because they're just the right size. They're enough to say, I'm thinking of you, or anything that will encourage somebody. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but I had a stranger one day. I was feeling down in the dumps, and one stranger said one little thing to me. I don't remember what it was exactly. I think she, I know, I was wearing something. It was a brand new outfit, and I really didn't like it. I thought it made me look fat, right? So, and she said how she liked my outfit, and that just blushed me up to death. It blessed me. Blushed me? It blessed me. It blessed me so much for someone to notice, hey, I'm here, I'm not invisible. So it was just really nice of that person to say that to me. Well, I think in a ways, cards are another way that we can tell people how wonderful they are. So I thought I would make a card today with you. Boy, that was a lot, wasn't it? And I would, I'm trying to think of which one would be the best little doodad to do it with. We can always cut things down, and that's okay. I mean, it's paper. So what I thought of doing today was, I like this all-star thing. I really do. I think I'm going to turn it this way. It don't matter which way the lines go. They go however you want them to go. And then I would like, you know what? I like the bat. I love the all-star thing, but I like this ball. And I'm going to put, well, I guess I'm not going to use the ball. I'm going to cut this down just a teeny bit. I had a different cutter, but I have a little one that we were offering a long time ago. Well, not that long ago, actually, but, so I'm just going to cut this down just a tad. I'm just going to go like this on this side, then I'll turn it about, and I'll do the same thing on the other side so they don't look so funny, right? Okay. Excuse me as I interrupt myself. I hope this lighting isn't too bad. I put on one of my lights, and uh-oh, I reckon we're gonna have to take the other pieces down too, huh? Oh, my stars and garters. Anyway, how have you all been doing? We've been doing okay. I've been cleaning up my my room, my Stampin' Up room. I call it Stampin' Up room. It's my craft / utility room. My utility room is huge. I've never seen, this is like a gigantic walk-in closet. It's my utility room. And I still can put my utility stuff, whatever that is that you're supposed to put in a utility room. I've never had one before. Then I moved here, and wow. Oh, gravy. I may have to go a little more. You know what? I'm going to cut the tip off. I know, sin, right? Hey, there's people out there that cut stamps. They cut up their stamps. I can't do that yet. No, I'm never going to be able to do that. I just, no, thank you. Oh, that makes it a different design, doesn't it? See there? Okay, I had an idea, and I just didn't put it together. Let me tell you the size of everything. This is 2 by 3 1/4. Let me get you in picture here. That would be nice. 2 by 3 1/4. And then the card base is 4 3/8 by 3 1/8, or excuse me, 3 1/2. Okay, so 4 3/8 by 3 1/2 and 2 by 3 1/4. That's to layer up on here. Okay, and then we have this little piece that I just cut down. And let me get my ruler and maybe I can tell you what size that is. If I put it on the right side, I'd be able to. Okay, so we got it cut down to 2 and 5/8, 2 and 5/8 by, I'd say about 2. Okay, so if you have it at 2, that's okay, because that's the size of this. You're going to just put it on here, so it's just shy of 2. There we go. That looks like it's on a field or something, doesn't it? That is so cool looking. Okay, so what we're going to stamp is, "You're the greatest." I think so. Or "You're the best." Ooh, you know what? I like "You're the best." So we're going to take "You're the best." And I don't know if you're learning anything here. I hope you are. But one of the things I really, excuse me while I reach, I really enjoy is, oopsie, not what I really enjoy, what, oh dear. Seriously, this is another thing I learned from somebody else, is that instead of putting your stamp on like this, to put it on diagonally, pick it up, and what I usually do is I take my Versamark, whether I'm going to use it for that or not, I take my Versamark and I just put it on there, okay? I don't know why. I think for me, I've noticed that the ink, for some reason, adheres better when it's brand new. Now, some people just go ahead and clean it. Like, they take our little chamois thing here, and I cut mine up in bits, and then they just wipe it. So I'm just now wiping off what I just, my Versamark, but that's okay. I wanted to show you 2 different things. So you could either use your Versamark and make it stamp good too, or you just wipe it. It takes all the, I guess there's residue or something from when the stamps were made. And you open up your stamp set. I have the old, because I haven't bought the new. In some colors I have the old, in some colors I have the new. So I'm going to go ahead and take the ink. This is Night of Navy. I'm just using the big one, but you could use the little one, okay? I like using the little ones with my Stamparatus, which is what I forgot all about the name of it for some reason. Let me tip this a little bit because I'm left-handed and things are crooked. When I go to sign a paper, they're like, have it straight up and down, because I reckon right-handers go straight up and down. I know. I don't do that. Ooh, that's pretty. So I go and sign a paper. Let me show you something. Let me show you what I mean. Let's say the paper is 8.5 by 11. This is not. And the paper, they always hand it to me like this. And I have to sign it like this, okay? So that I'm signing straight on the line. Sometimes I don't make it on the line. But I had to turn it, and they're like not wanting me to turn the paper for some dumb reason. I don't know why. But anyway, so let me show you something else I do. I'm sharing with you a lot of stuff. I'm going to switch out that one because I have dimensionals already in the usings. They are in here somewhere. All my dimensionals, almost all of them, are coming from Stampin', from my PaperPumpkin. I mean, I do buy, but I've not, I've not, I've not had to buy, dip into those packages. Wow, I can really talk today. So anyway, no, I can't. This is an everyday thing. Whether I'm talking to you here on the video or whether I'm talking to you in person, I stutter a lot. So I wanted to share with you. I learned this from a UK demonstrator, fellow demonstrator, and she lines this up, or she marks her dimensionals up so that when you go to put them on the back of the thing and you're tearing off the thing, you don't have to touch that, because sometimes your oils of your fingers will get on that and whatever. It's always a good excuse. But anyway, so she takes this and she, I'll just go ahead and use it here so I can show you. So she takes it, and we're going to put dimensionals on this thing anyway. So here we go. I'm going to lather this up. And I don't know why, but I'm going to stick one in the middle, because you know what? I'm handing this out. Even though I'm handing it out, I'm doing that. So see, you see all the lines on here, right? Okay, so when I take this off, let's see, I thought I took every one of them off, but hey, looky, there's one with a line on it. So now they're all done, and I can pick them up, pick it up, and I can lay this where I want it. No, I want it like this. Whoopsie. It doesn't have to be sideways when I lay things down. I'm hoping it's even. Yeah, there we go. Now this I'm going to glue down because I don't want it too poofy, right? But so oopsie, little bit much on the glue here. We're going to try to spread it about just enough. Eeks. Don't know why that came out so fast. Stick it on here, nice and straight like. That would be really nice. And now I have a card that I can hand out to somebody. Now, if you want to know how to make this, I will show you in the next video. I will do the card and the envelopes. Now, like I said, I told you the card is 3.5 by 4 3/8. So this, what you do is you take a 8.5 by 11, and I make it with the thick cardstock because I want them to be sturdy, because this is not. This is with the regular cardstock, okay? And then you stick them in here, and when you give it to her or him or her, because there's some good people, guys that are in the automotive and Walmart or wherever you go. You know, you want to give them a thank you for doing what they did, you know, or even if there was somebody, you know what? I've given these to people in Walmart that have helped me. They're not even Walmart people. They're just customers, and I've passed these off to them, and I'd hand them to them and say, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And if you don't care, I'd like to give you this card. So there's a card. You can have for you, or not have anything on there, and then have them already signed thank you. On the inside, you could just say thank you and sign your name. Or you can say, what a blessing you were. Because everybody, if you're giving this to somebody, it's because they were a blessing to you, right? Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited to share this video with you. I hope you come back. And if you wouldn't care to subscribe and tap or click on the little bell there, and it'll notify you when I do another video. I hope you go out today and discover the creativity in yourself. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.